friendos, welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, hello, my name is Laurel. I'm a weirdo that likes to collect and experiment with really nice makeup. Today I just got my box from Beautylish. Inside of this box is my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Wedding Collection products. I'm dying to try out these products and unbox them for you guys. And friendos, if you are a fan of Jeffree Star Cosmetics or you're just interested in the brand in general, please go ahead and subscribe. I've got tons of JSC content up on my channel and more to come. Okay friendos, let's get into this box. Y'all just stay tuned. So first up, guys, is the palette. Oh my goodness, this packaging is so pretty. I am loving this lace design. Actually, I really appreciate the simplicity of this. And just so you guys know, I keep everything pretty chill on my channel. Everything that I review, I make it about the product, not the person. And I'm also not one of those people who just loves or hates everything that they get. I try to give everything a really honest review on my channel. Oh my God. No. So one of the shades is completely broken and it's gotten all over everything. So never in all my years of ordering JSC have I had a shade come broken. Technically I did order this from Beautylish, but I don't really think it matters. So I don't know that I will be able to give the shade Cut the Cake a fair shake today. I'll try to do everything else that I possibly can. Okay, y'all, so confession. I had to go get my kitty so that I could deal with the devastation of my palette being broken. Dad, and he won't stop crying. What's wrong with you? You asked Anya to marry you? And she said no? I'm sorry. Okay, go try again. Good luck, boy. Okay, so back to it. The first thing I want to try out today is, of course, my palette. The price of Jeffree's palettes apparently are going up. This one was over $60, which I don't think that he's launched one so far that has been so expensive, but I can see why. The packaging looks nicer. Plus, we're in one of those times where sourcing raw materials is rough, and as a business owner, I know sometimes you gotta raise the prices in order to stay profitable. So first, I'm going to do an eye look with the palette. Then we're gonna try out one of the liquid lipsticks, and of course, the setting spray. So I'm not gonna prattle on. Let's get into that eye look. So since my palette is broken, a lot of these are kind of contaminated with glitter. So I'm going to do a more simple eye look today, I think. I say that, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so first thing, I'm going in on my Sonergy Blender Pro. I'm going in with the shade Cake Topper. Oh well, this is much more pink than what I was expecting. Y'all, this shade is so much more pink than what I was expecting. Whoa. Look at that pigmentation, you guys. See, this is one of the reasons why Jeffree Star Cosmetics is one of my favorite brands. It does not hold back on the color. And while I do have some palettes in my collection where I do have to build up the color, that just, for the most part, is not the case with the brand. And look at how nicely this blended out. Like, I'm hardly putting any effort in. And it's doing its thing. So some of you I know watch my channel for Natasha Denona. I cover a lot from the brand as well. This shade right here in particular reminds me of an old school Natasha Denona shadow where it literally blends itself and just packs a punch when it comes to color. Friendos, I sometimes like to incorporate a few not so nice quality brushes into my routine just so we can see how it performs with a more affordable quality brush. So I'm going in with an ABH brush, you know, what comes with all their palettes or used to come with all their palettes. Okay, let's dive into Always and Forever. I love the name of this shade. Mark my words, you guys, I will not marry a man who will not sing Always and Forever to me after my wedding ceremony. It just won't happen. He's not the one if he won't sing Always and Forever.
Why do you love me? Why do you need me? Always and forever.
So this one is going on nice and pigmented as well. This one is slightly harder to blend out than the first one, but keep in mind I am using an old crappy brush. I like to show both because not everyone wants to spend $30 on a brush, and I get it. So I do like to show what the experience is like if you don't have the world's nicest brushes. Now on my Refer 14, I'm going in with the shade Devotion. So I'm curious, are any of you watching this video engaged, getting married, thinking about doing your own makeup for the wedding? This shade is going on really nicely. So if you are someone who watches me on the regular, then you know my little sister is getting married soon. In 2024, and I'll likely be doing her makeup. So when I'm testing out these products, I'm considering using them for her wedding. These are blending out so nicely. Now it's usually me who likes the more dramatic makeup, so I would probably do something a little bit more chill than what I'm doing today. So usually when I get a new Jeffree palette in, I do a 2 looks 1 palette video. I will be doing the same for this. So I'll try to show you guys something that's a little bit more subdued and toned down and just gorgeous, and then one that's more flamboyant and fun. I think I'm going to wrap this up by going into Star Vows. This is a gorgeous champagne shimmer shade. Oh wow. My brush is not wet, you guys. This is a dry brush. I'm going in with the LR100. And so far, I see 0 fallout on my face. Now, friendos, I'm going to go back in with my Morphe M506. We're going to go back into Devotion and just kind of blend all this and blend these 2 shades together. Okay, so now I'm going to go do my eyeliner and my lashes off camera, and I'll be right back to you guys. Alrighty, friendos, so I got my lashes on and my eyeliner on. Is this look pretty enough on its own to trick some naive man into marrying me? I mean, probably not, so let's try some lipstick. So should we go with Pomeranian Kiss or Feeling So Innocent? Let's swatch them both. How about that? And then we'll decide. So friendos, this is going to be Feeling So Innocent. Oh, that one is pretty. And then we have Pomeranian Kiss. Oh, that one's pretty too. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with Feeling So Innocent. Like put on some lip liner. Feeling So Innocent is looking really nice, not streaky at all. And in case you've never tried JSC's Velour liquid lip formula, I would definitely put this in probably a top 5 favorites, but I wouldn't put this in the #1 spot. This can be a little bit drying, and I don't always love the way every shade wears. They kind of wear differently, so I will have to test this out to let you know. If you're in a situation where you can be reapplying throughout the day, I wouldn't hesitate to use this on your wedding. But if you're going to be eating, you just need to be mindful because some of these shades do wear off kind of funky when you're eating. But I mean, lots of liquid lipsticks do that. So I did also get the Liquid Star Shadow and the white shade, which is called Star Wedding. We're going to try that out in a minute. Right now, I want to set my face with the Wedding Proof Makeup Setting Spray. So really curious to see what the finish on this is. I don't really like... Oh, this is leaking. Okay. Yeah, this was absolutely leaking. Yeah, my box is soaked. Okay, so I am missing a little bit of product in here. I'm doing my best, y'all, not to let these little incidents get me down and just roll with it today. But like I was saying, I like a setting spray that isn't too radiant or dewy. I'm very oily and I don't want to look... I absolutely would not want to look oily on my wedding day. So let's just try it out. So I'm going to do a couple sprays first. So right off the bat, this really smells like Sweet Tarts. I don't hate it, but I don't really like it either. I'm going to let it dry down, then I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the finish. Okay, so right off the bat, I would say this one is not for me. I think a lot of you would like this just from the finish, but for me, it's showing texture on my skin. I don't really want that. So on a regular basis, I normally don't set my foundation with setting spray. I use a powder instead. And I think I would do the same thing on my wedding day and avoid using a setting spray altogether. But yeah, the finish is just not for me. It's not overly radiant either, but it does add shine and I don't want any shine on my skin. Also worth noting that this does contain alcohol, So I do appreciate that in a setting spray that I want to last me all day. However, I would not be spraying anything with alcohol on my face every single day. So I don't think this would make a very good everyday setting spray, even if you do like the finish of this. But then again, maybe your skin isn't prone to breakouts and you never have pimples or that kind of thing. But for me, alcohol will aggravate my skin. And now, friendos, I think it's time for comparisons. So I'm going to swatch some of the shades from this palette versus some of Jeffree's older palettes to see how similar some of these shades are. Because when I first saw this launch online, I thought that a lot of the shades I already had, or at least I had something really similar in Jeffree's formulation. But now after seeing it in person, I don't think it's as similar as what I thought. But still, we should try some swatching. Also, I want to swatch the Wedding Star liquid eyeshadow shade against Lady Gaga's House Labs white eyeshadow. So y'all, I got into a lot of heat for not giving House Labs a glowing review, even though I liked a lot of the products. Some of them I thought could have used a little bit more work before actually bringing them to market. So this was one of the items that I didn't especially care for. This is White Onyx Matte from House Labs. It just shears out a little bit too much. I want to compare Jeffree's. And fair warning, you guys, I am someone who is on the side of the consumer. So if you are someone who only likes to hear positive things, probably won't like my channel. Because I am blatantly honest in my reviews. Okay, so here's Jeffree's. So right off the bat, I love that it comes with a doe foot dispenser. This one feels a lot more oily than Lady Gaga's, but it is more opaque. I didn't have to use nearly as much, and this is definitely whiter. So yeah, using about the same amount, Jeffree's is a lot whiter. I was kind of preparing to say something negative, but I didn't have to, thank God. So now I'm going to show you some of the shades that I feel are visibly the most similar to other shades in other Jeffree Star Cosmetics palettes. Let's get into that. So ironically today, guys, I think I'm going to go full Skeletati and just swatch these on my body. So the first one is from the Star Wedding palette. I'm going to go in with Always and Forever. Then from Blood Sugar, I'm going to go in with Intravenous. So those are pretty similar. As you can see, this one has a little bit more of a purple hue to it. Then also, in comparison with Blood Sugar, we're going to go in with Devotion from Star Wedding. And then Fresh Meat from Blood Sugar. So while those look very similar in the pan, this one is definitely brighter and more pink. Now, First Dance. And then Coma from Blood Sugar. Okay, this one is definitely more brown. That one's more purple. So right here we have Mrs. Star. And then we have Cavity. Over here we have Cold-Blooded and then Donor. Then we have Hors d'oeuvres and Cake Mix. So as you can see, these are fairly similar. I can't say that they are all the same. However, it is something to consider if you already have Blood Sugar. In an upcoming video, I will absolutely compare more swatches to the Star Wedding palette. My camera keeps cutting off and I don't know why, so I'm gonna call this video here and messily ramble through my final thoughts on all the products that I tried today. So the palette is very nice quality from the shades that I tried. They all just go on so beautifully. They blended out, they were pigmented. They were what you expect from JSC, if not one of the best formulas ever. Pink Pomeranian has been on for a good amount of time now. I've been drinking my coffee and I have to say I feel like this is staying on longer than some of the other Velour liquid lipsticks that I have from his collection. This setting spray is not for me. It's not super glowy, but still anything that adds any extra shine to my face, I don't really want that because I am so oily. So personal preference, but this is not for me. I will probably use it to spray my brush for eyeshadow shades in the future. The Liquid Star shadow in the white shade is definitely better than House Labs. Now, as far as longevity is concerned, we're going to have to put this to a test another day. Matter of fact, guys, you can probably expect there to be plenty of JSC content coming up back to back on my channel. I plan to have a TikTok up later on tonight. I'm going to put some primer down and then do all the swatches, which is what I regularly do on my TikTok. If I do YouTube live swatches, I do not put primer down. I just do it directly to the skin. All right, guys, I'm wishing you all a phenomenal rest of your day. Please let me know what other Jeffree Star Cosmetics palettes you would like for me to compare to the Star Wedding palette. If you did enjoy hanging out today, then please give this video a big thumbs up. I definitely appreciate it and it really helps my channel to grow. Thank you all for watching till the end if you did so. That is very kind of you. I truly hope that you'll subscribe if you have not done so already. Because if not, we'll both have to live in the sorrow of never knowing what could have been. Okay, guys, have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye.